Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a weekend vlog, solo self-care day planned for myself. Now, I love the aesthetic shopping vlogs as much as the next girl, but not only can I not write all the stuff off on my taxes, I don't have the resources to go to Sephora and 3 other stores in one sitting and just blow a ton of money. So I wanted to do like a no spend self-care day. Side note, taking care of yourself is extremely important, but I have autism, so I want to say what I mean and understand what I'm saying. So when we say self-care, influencers tend to mean shopping at Target and getting their nails done all in one day, but what we should actually be doing are things that help your mind, body, and soul. I'm gonna spend the weekend doing all of the self-care things, all of the things that recharge my batteries, refill my spoons, and that doesn't include some crazy money spent. Let's just get right into the vlog. I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I don't want to sound too preachy, but I think we can all relate to not having the budget to blow, not having the $1 million mansion, and sometimes feeling a little bit insecure and like we're not doing things right if we don't have those things. So 2 of my favorite things to do when I need kind of a reset is to read an old favorite or to just read in general, and also to watch TV shows. I'm not someone that typically watches a lot of TV, so especially if I'm trying to get into like a creative mindset or I just need to switch up from what I'm currently doing, I find that watching TV is a big help. Right now, I'm watching Only Murders in the Building, which is like a delightful murder mystery show, and I actually just finished the first season about 10 minutes ago, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's tons of fun. It's not like crazy good as far as the mystery, but it's just a really fun, silly show, and sometimes that's exactly what you need. As far as what I'm reading, we have City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. This is the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. I have talked at length about this series, this author on my channel, and specifically in my last video I mentioned that I've been a big Cassandra Clare fan, read all of her stuff, and I'm doing a buddy reread of The Universe in preparation for the new series that should be coming out next year. So I am halfway through the first one, and it's so fast-paced, it's so crazy, having just come off the back of Cassandra Clare's adult story, which is quite fast-paced, but just the tone difference is crazy. Like, there's no stopping and giving time for characters to be introspective in any way, which is like the exact opposite of the series that I just read and some of her later works. And it's so interesting to go back and read The Mortal Instruments and just like how crazy chaotic it is. And I have read this one like 4 or 5 times, but between 3 and 5 times, but I've been reading these since I was in middle school, so I am thoroughly enjoying my reread. I'm thoroughly enjoying my buddy read. I spoke in a previous video how I want fantasy romance to make me feel how I felt when I was reading Cassandra Clare at 12 years old, and I still stand by that. So being able to recreate the Cassandra Clare vibes, like especially when I get to TID, another great part of taking care of yourself is to do a new hobby, a relatively low stress hobby. So I think I'm finally going to do this Rose Bargain embroidery kit. I've done a couple embroidery kits, so I'm not new to embroidery, but I obviously haven't done this one. Like, I opened it up to see, like, that's the design. I opened it up to see what the situation was, but I didn't actually give it any effort. So we're also going to be doing this. We're going to pick up City of Bones. I would really like to get through this in the second one this weekend. I don't really like the latter half of the Mortal Instruments series. I've only read the 4 through 6 like a couple of times, and I remember them being very messy. and not in a good way. So I'm just really ready to get on to TID. It's my favorite series. I can't tell you how many times I've cried over the second book. If you know, you know. I'm excited to be back in this world, and it's such a comfort for me. So that's what I'm thinking for the rest of the evening. We're gonna do some tacos for dinner and watch some reality TV with my partner and have a delightful Friday evening.
So this is a practice meant to be breathe in peace, breathe in love.
Something that has been a massive help to me that I feel like is not talked about enough is the free resources that you can find just like on YouTube or online for like movement things. So yoga, bar classes you can do online, weightlifting that are relatively inexpensive. Obviously the weightlifting, you have to get weights and stuff. So I really rely pretty heavily on YouTube for like yoga videos, meditations, things like that. But especially when you are trying to get into moving your body, having a low pressure option is great. Like I don't lift at the gym. The only thing I do at the gym is sit on the treadmill because I just find the pressure when lifting is just too much. And so I rely on those YouTube free resources for lifting options, and it's great. Same with yoga, all of that. I don't have money to throw at yoga classes, Pilates classes and stuff. So I think the free resource of YouTube is a great place, and I love it so much. So today I did a 15-minute yoga, and then I did a 5-minute meditation. There's a ton of great yoga channels out there, and what I do is like I just search the amount of time I want to do a yoga for, what I'm doing it for, and usually I just click whatever first comes up. And I'm trying to make those like daily practices. I ideally want to be doing cardio and lifting 5 times a week, but I want to make meditation and yoga also a daily practice. I'm not a woo-woo person, but I do find that the intentional movement of yoga and the grounding nature of meditation is very helpful, especially when I am feeling particularly anxious. I read a little bit this morning and then I was like, my mind is way too cluttered. I just need something to calm myself down. And so I just popped that on my phone and I did it real quick. So I just had some breakfast and I can feel a massive migraine coming on. So I'm gonna watch my show and start the embroidery kit. I don't know, he's just kind of faceless.
Faceless guy, okay. That one. For the first time in Drag Race history, it's the Tournament of All-Stars.
So after watching Only Murders in the Building and doing my little embroidery, I decided after I made some lunch to have like a little movie time to myself. So I decided to watch When Harry Met Sally. I grew up with my mom watching 80s and 90s rom-com movies, and so I love the nostalgia of watching one of them. And When Harry Met Sally is just so good. It's such a good friends to lovers romance. It starts off with Harry being a little bit of an ass. You don't really like Harry in the beginning, like you're not supposed to. The progression of their relationship in an hour and 30 minutes is impeccable. It's such a good movie. And then I think my mom is getting me a projector, so I want to use it tomorrow to watch Some Kind of Wonderful, which is my favorite rom-com. I have watched it so many times, it's insane. And I also want to watch Sleepless in Seattle, which I have never seen. Meg Ryan is a babe. I don't know how I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't seen it, so I hope to watch one of those tomorrow if I can get the projector working. It's like a little projector, but hopefully I'll be able to get it to work. It was so good. And then I also started first episode of the new RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars season. I just got through the first bracket of girls. I've watched the old seasons, but I haven't watched any of All-Stars. Now I do think I'm going to read. Basically just got through the prologue of City of Ashes. I don't think my buddy Reed has read much of it today, but I would like to get to 50 pages, maybe 100 pages before my partner gets home tonight. It's 4:00 now, so that should be plenty of time. But we also have Spooky Saturday, which is something that a Twitch creator on Twitch does every Saturday that I'm looking forward to. It's like you watch spooky videos together and stuff. It's fun. But until that starts, we're going to be reading this. So I also have my groceries, so I'm gonna have to put away whenever it gets here. So this is the plan for the rest of the evening. Happy Sunday, friends. I have been spending the morning doing stuff around the house. It's always important to take care of yourself in the way that you're indulging in hobbies, watching TV, and all that, but it's also equally important to do the things that are actually going to be sustainable for you, that are going to take care of you long term, whether that means showering, brushing your teeth, cleaning your house, prepping your food for the next week. Things like that are also equally important, even if they're not as fun. So I've been spending the morning doing that, and then I also got my projector set up. You can't really tell because I needed some light to film, but yeah, I got the projector set up. The audio on it is not great, but it was free, so I was watching some RuPaul's Drag Race. Side note, this season of All Stars is so good. I've only gotten the first round of girls, and I'm just like, I don't want any of them to go home. I don't want any of them to not go to the next round, and I'm sure I will feel that way about the next round as well of girls, but they have just been performing their asses off. I just watched episode 2, and it had like a bit of a murder mystery vibe, which was super fun. Oh, there you go. You can see it. Which was super fun, and their looks and their acting were just so good. But I do think my two favorites, if I had to pick, are Aja and Bosco. Aja is just killing it, and Bosco has like the best looks in my opinion. They're so creative, they're so fun. And for the rest of the day, I probably am going to indulge in some books and some TV. I am on to City of Ashes, and so I'm about 100 pages into that, and I'm going to be reading that for the rest of the day. I don't want to watch the next episode of RuPaul because that's going to be the determining factor of who goes home and who doesn't, but yeah, I'm ready to continue on with the series and see how this season plays out. But for the rest of the day, I'm going to do a little bit of journaling, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the day doing some chores here and there and reading and watching TV.